Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
The ball carrier.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have...
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the
an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Murray now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Cardinals 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Edmonds. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
2-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
On first down, Muhammad, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught at the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers, right?
And first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bucs 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go again with Muhammad. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Buccaneers 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cardinals 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Muhammad. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer 1st. Brady now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fournette on the counter. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground with Drake, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Vita Vea on the stop. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Arizona.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Being chased out left. He can run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
2nd and 8.
Brady going to look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Carry now for Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10.
And from the gun, Mayfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
It's now
Throwing, Mayfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And another tackle broken. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
And it's
Third to throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Great physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there,
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 40-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go, 55, Mike, guys, 55. Bandit.
From the gun, Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for Chris.
But instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, check it.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Fancy footwork at midfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Would give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Nothing.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Brady to throw again.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Recovered. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield on the keeper. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant. These guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trucks over him. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The 11-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
56 the muck, boys. 56. Shadow. Here we go. Switch it.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A run for Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, whop of the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, go, scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, with a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, go, scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, he ain't got me in the game now, breathe down with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heat. Slip on, spin move, end zone, go, scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, with a slip on, spin move, end zone, go, scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Buccaneers nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Fournette on the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
On the carry.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of
of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Quick slant to Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fournette. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
This is Fournette.
At the 7-yard.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Yeah, 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Fred. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 44 yards. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Browns 13, Buccaneers 10. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. All day, baby, all day.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
At the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 22 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Browns 20, Buccaneers 10. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. at the 50-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Austin Hooper. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Rashard Higgins. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point try now for Succo. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Browns 20.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the Bucs 31-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, Most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Turkey adds the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Now Leonard Fournette. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Brady's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Brady going to go on fourth down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Fournette, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
16-yard line.
it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll look to throw.
Third down.
And a catch right side by Evans. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Kareem Hunt, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
But down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.